TLC is awesome.
TLC is exactly what you want it to be.
TLC is individualized.
TLC is the opportunity to pursue your dreams, knowing that you have a support system that will back you up with any obstacles that come along the way.
My first year was fun. I remember we had all those different freshman seminars, and we had to meet with our mentors once a week. And
I was really quiet coming into college. I was pretty much to myself. I did live on campus, and I still do, but at the time, my roommates were cool. We talked a little bit, we hung out a little bit, but that was really it.
So first year at TLC, I came in, I went to Creighton Prep High School. So I arrived here knowing no one at all.
Coming in, it was kind of weird just because even in high school I didn't have a whole lot of friends and anything like that, because like I had come in late when I moved here from Mexico or whatever.
So when I was in TLC, I talked a little bit with some of my other classmates. I did go to some of the events that they had. Not as involved as I was later on, but it was kind of a good start.
But at the end of the day, I was like, I'm not here to make friends, I'm here to study and stuff. But with the TLC community, it was easier because there's all these people that they kind of just assign to you as your future friends.
Community to me is a group of people who come together to not only help you but guide you in the right direction, and they have a set of common goals that they're all trying to achieve.
I was really grateful for the money and the scholarship, and I hear this family community thing. I just remember going to the first welcome breakfast and really out of my comfort zone, not knowing anybody, and then they're kind of telling us everything we have to do. It sounded good and everything, but yeah, I mean, it was a new start for me, which is kind of what I was looking for.
There's a lot of people come into their freshman year of college and they do not so well just because they're not accustomed to taking classes and studying and being on their own.
Take your first year serious. It's good to have fun, but don't have too much fun to where you lose focus of your work. If you mess up, you're going to be in college longer, and you're going to have to repeat classes, which is not always the funnest thing.
Like being a freshman, I'm not gonna lie, like coming in, I was like, why do I have to go to this seminar? Why do I have to do this? Why do I have to do that? And at that point, you don't really understand why, or like what the point of it is or what's so important about it. But later, you're like, oh, I'm so glad I learned this before and I didn't have to make a mistake.
So yeah, I remember going in thinking, I know everything there is to know about college. Like I know how to succeed, I know how to get these grades. I know this stuff. And sometimes the weeks in seminar could be like that, where you're kind of questioning, I know this stuff. Why am I here? I know how to get good grades and stuff like that. But looking back on it, the seminar provided me with a couple of different things. In essence, it's the blueprint. If you want to succeed in college, everything they teach you there will get you to succeed in college.
So I think that the mentors and the role they play are kind of like, they are kind of like the guardian angel, but they're not dead. That's a really bad way of saying that. But I mean, that's kind of what they are. Like, they guide you. They want to make sure that you transition into college, but at the same time, they want you to grow.
They would talk about their experience as a first-year member or what they did their second-year member of TLC. They also would tell you about how to get around campus. They would provide you with tips. They were a good way if you needed help with studying. They gave you different options of different people to go to. If they knew the subject, they would help you with that too.
I didn't utilize as much as I should have my mentor my first year, because again, I kind of thought I knew it all, but I didn't. But I did have the opportunity to be a mentor my sophomore year, which was perhaps one of my favorite experiences in college, and really propelled me to the next level in terms of my leadership development and overall engagement and involvement with UNO.
Okay, So with my mentor that I had when I was a freshman, I know the first thing that I ever said to him was, should I buy this book used or new? Because I didn't even know he was my mentor. We were doing the breakfast and I didn't even know he was going to be my mentor. I just happened to talk to him, I guess. And I was like, should I buy this used or new? And he was like, oh, I buy mine used because at the end of the day, like, it's the same thing and you don't spend as much money for it. And then I know you get it paid with your scholarship, but then you can just keep the money for other stuff, you know? So I was like, okay, I'll buy a used book. It was the very first thing I said to my mentor. And then after that, you know, talked to him in class and he helped me out with this. Or like if I ever had a question, like I text them really fast. And that was like the nice thing about it. Like you can't just text your professors, you know, and it's like you have to email them and then you have to wait for however long they want to wait to reply to you. But with your mentor, you can just text him really fast and he'll probably know the answer.
So yeah, the mentor is there how much you want to use them. Some people use them a lot. I would obviously promote and suggest to use them a lot because they can help you in ways that you never would have thought possible. They're recent. They just got out of your shoes. They know the ins and outs. They know the classes, they know the professors, they know the connections, and they can get you to where you want to go.
As a community, you get a sense of belonging. You are part of something and you really feel like you genuinely belong.
So it's nice to be able to ask someone like dumb questions, like where's this building at, or where should I buy books?
So you got your normal advisor who helps you, you know, with class selection and, you know, planning out your academic program so that you graduate on time or that you can, you know, do it in a convenient, time-efficient manner. There's that advisor, and then there's the TLC advisor, which I didn't use until after my freshman year. This is the personal stuff, right? This is the life-growing stuff.
You know, like it's really nice to have them recognize you and have them know who you are. So in case you ever need anything, you know, they can help you out or they can like guide you through whatever process. Like,
This is kind of, it's not your permanent home, it's kind of like your home away from home, especially for students that may come from smaller towns that are like 2-3 hours away.
yeah, so our home inside UNO, and so you need that like safe place where you can be like, oh, I can be friends with all these people and these people like understand me because we're all in this essentially with the same, you know, background.
Family.
Say privilege,
Supportive,
opportunity,
understanding,
Community.
and family.
Don't feel bad, 'cause honestly, all these times that I had, those will be the best memories.